Hi, my name is Jessica and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, thank you and welcome. So today I'm going to do a little story time about some of my high school experiences, the good and the bad. So let's start with the bad, okay? So in the beginning of my 10th and 11th grade year, I lost friends, but that was expected, but I didn't think I was going to lose them in the way I did. So in my going into my 11th grade year that summer, I had taken two friends to Valley Fair, and my mom had used our hard-earned money to buy these tickets for us to go, and he ended up not doing anything with me for 3 hours. And my mom got really mad that day because she's like, I don't have money to be spending for you guys not to do anything with my daughter, who, like, she loves you guys. So, like, why aren't you doing anything with her? And I ended up flipping out. I literally said, I've been here all day and you've done nothing with me. And you act like I'm invisible. And then when I want to do something I want, you won't do it. So what do you want me to do? And then my 11th grade year, I lost another friend due to my actions. So I ended up giving this friend a gift. It was a t-shirt with their favorite band on it. And I regret this very much because I miss this person as a friend. And because the friend approached me, I was like, okay, I'll get you a gift too. And they're like, what do you like? I'm like, stuffed animals. So I ended up sending the person a picture of a stuffed animal, and I said I want, but I think I should have been I should have given more detail about what I wanted. And they ended up sending it to the person that they were dating at the time, and the person flipped out at me and I flipped out back, and then I started yelling at the person that sent it to their boo thing, whatever they want to call it at the time. And yeah, and then in the 12th grade, my teacher paired me up with this girl who ended up using me for a lot of things because she thought I was more privileged than she was. That was not the case. I might have been a little more fortunate, but yeah, I'm not going to use the word privilege because, yeah. So we were just, like, every time I came up to her, she was like, do you have money? Can you give me a ride home? Can you pick me from home and drive me to school? And then she had the audacity. The first time I took her home, she looks at my car and goes like, that's what you're driving? And I looked at her and I'm like, yeah. It was a 1999 Volkswagen Jetta. It got me to point A to point B and it's taking you home, isn't it? And I said, what's wrong with it? She's like, I would have picked anything else. And I'm like, This car was given to me, so I'm going to just be grateful that I have a car. And you should be grateful I'm taking you home, even though you made that rude comment. I'm like, you could walk, you can take the bus. She's like, no, I'll get in the car. No, I'm okay, I'll get in the car. I'm like, okay. And then every morning, she's like, will you take me to school? Will you take me to school? Will you take me to school? I'm like, okay. Okay, and then when she got in the car, do you got money for coffee? Can we go get this? I want to be at school at this time. I'm like, you run on my time, hun. I don't run on yours. And then, in 12th grade, it was calm until the storm came in. And And that's ironic, knowing what school I went to. 12th grade taught us a lot with an unfortunate situation. It made a conversation happen that should have never happened in the way it did, but it did, which was tragic. And I think it taught us to be a lot closer to our friends and to appreciate and stop being so mean, but it shouldn't have happened in the way it did. And then, let's get to the good side. I ended up making a lot more friends that year, which is great. Fantastic. And I, started looking around and I realized that I loved every single friend that I had around me, and I have around me, because those people are still my friends. And I graduated, and oh my god, graduation was the best experience in my life, because I never thought I was going to make it to that point. And it hit me when I walked into the building. I'm at the school, and I was in my cap and gown, and I looked at my friend and I'm like, is this happening? Am I graduating today? Are you sure I don't have to go to summer school or anything? I'm graduating today. I'm walking with my classmates that I never thought I would walk with. I made it. And then I think also the best experience was finding Steps, a program where they help you. I wouldn't have graduated without Steps, I can tell you that, but so I was one of those people who never once asked a question just because I didn't want the class to get mad that I didn't get it, and it had to be re-explained. So I would never ask questions, ever. If I didn't get it, I just didn't do it, which really set me back. And so I found Steps, which is like was the light that I needed to shoo away the darkness. And then German. German was my favorite class because German was an experience like no other, because the teacher made it fun to want to come to German class. It was great. And it's we were in class one day and she was talking about how Bob was our friend because we were doing this experiment and active listening thing, and she's like, picture Bob as your friend. I'm like, but what if I'm not friends with Bob? What if I don't like Bob? And she's like, pretend you're friends with Bob. So there was a scenario, it goes like, tell your friend to smoke the cigarette and blah 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 impression. And then I raised my hand. She's like, no, you're supposed to pick the good thing. And I ended up having the whole class in on it, because I started it as a joke, and it ended up the whole class raising her hand every time a bad scenario came around. She's like, okay guys, we're done. And then but it was fun. And then another really good high school experience was prom and all of that. Oh my god, my prom dresses were so pretty. To me, I guess. They could have been ugly to somebody else. But just through all of that, I'm just gonna tell you guys to take the good and the bad and mix them together, because you need all of that to really have a true experience in high school. Just because there's some bad moments doesn't mean there's not going to be any good moments in high school. Seriously. And don't ever, I hated going to school, but find that one friend that makes it worthwhile going to school. Like, sometimes the only reason I went to school sometimes was because I knew one of my friends were going to be there. And I wanted to see him that day. I'm like, well, I won't see you any other day of the I hope I won't see you this weekend, or I won't see you this summer, so I'm gonna go to school and I'm gonna see you. And yeah, so out of all the experiences I had in high school, I appreciate every single one of them because it made me appreciate the friends I do have, and stop being angry about the ones that I let go or let me go. And I will never, I didn't hate school as much as I said I did, or how much I expressed it, but like, elementary school was the breaking point for me at one point, because in the 3rd grade I was bullied so badly that my mom had to request that the person was no longer in any of my classes, and I didn't have a single class with that person until the 8th grade, which is sad, but it's true. And then I had teachers bullying me, but I proved them all wrong, and you guys can too. Like, we all are able to achieve the best as long as we're willing to reach for it. I hope you guys like this story time. If you want me to do any more of their story times, comment some things down below that you'd like me to talk about. And I hope you guys have a good first day of school if you're going to high school. High school is not as bad as it seems, unless you make it seem that way. Your first day of high school will go by in a breeze, and you'll get to your last day and wonder where the time went. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.